career cut short, which seems somehow, something that's very compressed at the time, has this weird way of, in fact, having an enormous longevity, because there's this sort of youthfulness which is forever preserved.
Yes, well, it's the sort of classic romantic youthful trope, really, which goes right back into the 18th century with Thomas Chatterton, and then right the way through the youth culture of the 20th century. You had, when Rudolph Valentino died in the 20s, you had tens of thousands of people rioting in the streets of New York trying to get a view of his body. So yes, it's that. I mean, in Joy Division's case, it's like one of those, film scripts that just, take life over the course of a weekend. It's actually very easy to start with a story that's quite small and then build up on it, rather than the other way around. It's a definite time frame. And there's always the thing of, well, what if? And there's also the unresolved emotion in the film. Paul Morley talks about everybody being frozen. And, while I was doing this film, which was quite an emotional journey for a lot of people concerned, including the director, Grant Gee, who lost his father while we were filming. Joy Division have a habit of bringing up issues of death and loss. And, while we were filming, I heard about Tony Wilson's final illness, and I was very close to Tony at the time. I lived with him in his house in Charlesworth, which was in the film for a couple of months, when I joined Granada. And so there's always, in a way, I was also told about things that I'd done in May 1980 after Ian had died, and Paul Morley said we were all frozen, and I have absolutely no memory of them. Quite a few people tell me I've done things, and I have no memory of them or anything from that period. And my memory is very good. It's part of my job to have a good memory. I just don't remember anything. So, there are unresolved issues, surrounding the group for a lot of people, really. The people who are involved, and also the people who were in some way on the journey at the time and are on the journey now. But also, as I say in the film, it wouldn't mean anything if the music wasn't good.
Which it certainly is. Seeing the film again, and seeing all this sort of strange footage from which presumably you had completely forgotten about, what were the sort of the things that really made you laugh about, kind of things that came up on screen?
The thing that really got me is the beginning there of the great archive footage of Manchester, because when you're living in a place, it's just a place that you live in, you absorb it, but I never realised it was that grim, really. I honestly didn't. I'm sorry, but it's true, just seeing all that stuff brought it all back.
Well, actually, there's a fantastic and a very moving film called A City Speaks, which is a documentary film about local government from 1946, which is what we took a lot of that footage from. And it's just incredibly moving, not only to see how bomb-damaged and blasted Manchester was, but also to hear this civic hope and people talking in this very confident voice about what the future was going to be. And it's actually very, very moving to see that. And the footage, the bomb footage came from a film called Manchester Can Take It, done in 1942. So again, we were able to source this great documentary, tradition, which has been forgotten by. And also, there's a great film archive out there called the Northwest Film Archive, who were very helpful.
I think we've probably reached that time when you would like to get your questions in. I believe we do have a roving mic, so if you could just wait for the mic.